Hello, you guys. Good afternoon. Um, I am on a different situation today because the place where I record and all the equipment they're going through some maintenance right now, and that's because of that I will be recording today on a simpler way over here with you guys. First of all, I want to apologize for these shiny little lights, but I cannot get rid of them because unfortunately, every time that I connect the USB part of it, those lights they turn on. So today is going to be a little bit different, but this is it, okay? So always the same. My cards are in Portuguese, so you see the name of the card in the picture in Portuguese, but on the top of the slide will be the name in English. I'm not presenting because for some reason YouTube or my computer are not working for lives when I try to present the slide. What else I had to say? Yes, we're going to go through the technical part and we're going to go through the intuitive part. And even though the methodology to learn tarot follows different rules, because usually people give you the general concepts for the cards with numbers, like every card one will have a general type of meaning, every card two would have a general type of meaning, and all single numbers bring its own energy. And that's why people don't usually teach card by card. They teach the concept of each number, so you can kind of understand everything for the same numbers in each suit. And why am I saying that? Because that is important. Because if you're going to go deeply on tarot, the methodology usually is not here what I'm doing right now. So why am I doing this? Because here's the thing. Sometimes we are just reading a card and we want just that pondering, that reflection that will be able to help us understand what will happen throughout that card. So the thing is, in here, today we're teaching card by card because it's more like this. If you have a tarot deck set for you, anyone to have a deeper understanding of each card, you'll be able to come in here and say, for example, meaning of card, and then you go for two of wands as it is today. And you will be able to find a video with the meaning of the card. So this is kind of a shortcut, okay? But if you really want to go deeper into tarot, you're gonna have to open wilder for those methodologies that I was speaking to you about, okay? Because that's the real embasement for you to be able to process a lot of information by yourself. Most of all, if you want to be a reader, okay? If you're just reading for yourself, only with these videos, after some time, you're gonna get a hint of it, okay? Now I'm gonna start sharing with you guys my screen. Awesome. So, um, I'm gonna give you somewhat of the base of the tarot part for all the cards of two. So the thing is, every time we're talking about winds, we're talking about instincts, intuition, a call for adventure, a call to action, a story that you are going to live. And as I said yesterday, all the energies of one are the project in the beginning, which means all the potentialities lying ahead before you, with the world widely open to you. But the thing is, when it comes to the two of wands, which is this card that we're showing right now, right here. When it comes to the two of wands, so first of all, you have two. What is the two? Is the principle of the pair. What does that mean in here? Sorry, in just a bit. I love Rick and Morty. Anyway, so when you have the principle of pair, that means that one thing is going to be completed by another. And it's also talking about the polarity. So the many sides that you have for things, the positive and the negative and the polarities, okay? The heavy and the soft and everything like this, okay? So the polarities are expressed in this card because what happens is, so this being over there, he had a call for an adventure. And what happens is that now it's not that there is just the calling. Now the world is also opening to this man. So you can see that in the middle of those two winds, which make it look like a portal, which means this is a moment of transition because you're from this place to go to that other one. You see that he stands in the front of this kind of gate made out of those two of winds in a place of observation. He's on a very high building for what it seems, maybe a castle, and he can see the world, the whole world from up there. He gets to see the lake and the trees and the clouds and the mountains from above. And what happens is that right now he is in this state of observation, but notice that he has a globe in his hand, and now he's looking towards outside of this building, which means evaluating how to get comfortable to get outside of your comfort zone. So, in this point, is not only the man being called for the adventure, but now his complementary force also puts him to observe the world. And in that position, the world is also showing to him that the world is opened for him to come. So you have one side of the polarity, which is one person trying to go, and you have the other side of the polarity, which is one place wanting to receive. Um, and this moment, the person gets like really reflective of what's coming because having the globe in the hand of this being is representing the fact that there are a lot of possibilities laying before him, and everything seems so big, and it has to be very, very well focused. Now, also, if you think about it, the globe is in the same height of his heart. So probably it's talking about something that is really profound in his heart, okay? Now let's go for the technical part of it. The imagery of the Two of Wands. A man stands on a castle rooftop holding a globe in one hand and a wand in the other, gazing over a vast landscape. The second wand is attached to the wall behind him, symbolizing established foundations. I'm in the wrong place. Okay, psychological and philosophical meaning. The Two of Wands reflects the moment of decision making, where planning and ambition meets. Psychologically, it represents the tension between safety and exploration. It asks you to consider whether you're ready to leave the comfort of what you know to pursue greater possibilities. Philosophically speaking, it reflects the need for vision and foresight when planning the next steps ahead in life, urging strategic thinking before acting. Yes, that is also true. This is a very reflective moment. He's pondering of what's coming next. That's why he's in a state of observation. Now, mystically speaking, the Two of Wands signifies a soul at the crossroad of expansion, choosing between the known world and the spiritual explorations. It calls for alignment between inner desires and outer actions, highlighting the importance of seeking guidance from higher powers before setting off on a new journey. That is highly important. Allowing the I know that sometimes we already starts other cycles before ending the previous one. But just to let you know, that will take a lot of extra energy from you, okay? Because it's not only about transitioning, but it's about after this, what? How am I going to react? How am I going to adapt? So, when you're opening a new cycle before finishing the previous one, you will be for a while handling kind of momentarily two cycles at once, two parts of two cycles at once. I mean, one part of each cycle, right? And believe me, if life normally as it is can already be very exhausting, opening a new cycle before ending an old one can be even more exhausting. Okay, just to give you that heads up. Now let's make our personal explorations from this card. Okay, and in this moment, I have to say that you are more than welcome to share your opinions because this is how we grow, okay? By having other people's opinions so we can ponder and reflect if we're making sense even to ourselves. So, yeah, just a bit. I'm just doing a little bit editing here because, yes, perfect. And, well, okay. This is fine just as it is. Anyway, so I'm going to give that classical enhancing on the card because we're going to see it together so we can open up our own perceptions. And believe me, precisely because of that, it is good that you may share your opinions because you could be giving me new points of reflection, okay? Could you please work? Okay. It's not. Oh, for some reason, my notebook mouse is terrible. Anyway, so look at this. We have a great castle, okay? And he's on the top of that great castle. What does that mean? He's in based on ideas built by society. Gray represents part of that along with the building. But if you look at it, you can see the red and the white flowers. So this is talking about the spiritual protection necessary for the innocence necessary for that spiritual protection. I'm sorry about the noise on the back of me, okay? Anyway, you can also see that the image that he's looking for is not so agitated. The water seems to be calm. You cannot see snow on the top of the mountains. So it seems like pleasant weather, but if you look detailedly through it, you don't have a bright, open, um, sunshiny sky. You have something that is very gray. And usually, gray is about the things that sometimes get a little confusing. And that's why that card is talking about a long time of reflection because the opportunities lying ahead before this entity and how much call to adventure and action he will have in front of him with that journey is highly different from the comfort that he had in the comfort zone in which he was in that building. Okay, so it's almost saying that the person is considering getting out of a safe environment to explore something bigger than herself, okay? So I hope you guys can add more to it because I know that so many different levels of ideas can help us bringing up even more our intuition. So this is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We know that this is a very long term course. I think that after 56 meets, so maybe we could take more than 3 months for it, okay? So let's be patient. And this is kind of a good thing because while I take 1 day to process the next card, you take 1 day to process the current card. And that is going to be super helpful for both sides. And again, please share your comments. If you have been liking the content, remember to share with people who may like it as well. Remember to subscribe and ring the little bell so you can receive the notifications for the next lives. And if you want to download this material, it will be available for the memberships of the page loveandmoonboutique.com. But believe me, besides of the price being very low, you also get a lot of benefits from it, including text to support message 24/7. So you can go in that direction to get the material and extra benefits, okay? Including some discounts to buy some esoterical products in the page. So thanks you guys so much for being in here with me so far, if you are today or any other day. Thank you. I hope you have a great weekend ahead. And I see you again on Monday. Kisses in your hearts. Bye bye.